Hey, keep your hands where I can see them.
What's going on?
What's your name, my man?
What? Adam.
Adam.
What's wrong?
This is Adam Montgomery, a 31-year-old father of 3. Just a few days earlier, his former wife, Crystal, reached out to police, asking for urgent help. She had been trying to contact their 7-year-old daughter, Harmony, but she couldn't reach her at all. Harmony was supposed to be staying with Adam.
Where's your daughter so we can check on her and make sure that she's okay?
Right now, I have nothing to say to you guys.
Your daughter's alive?
Yeah. You're supposed to be with Crystal. It was 2 years ago, man, that I seen her.
Even though Adam says he hasn't seen Harmony in almost 2 years, this was a total lie. What investigators were about to discover would become one of the most shocking cases involving a child, along with a disturbing plan that kept Harmony's fate hidden for nearly 2 years.
Your daughter had some injuries, marks that were left on her by you. Absolutely not.
She was crying. Adam was getting really angry from Harmony, and he repetitively kept punching her.
It's now late 2021, and for almost 2 years, no one has seen Harmony Montgomery. During this time, her mother, Crystal, has become more and more worried. She has been trying to find her daughter, who was supposed to be in her father's care. After several phone calls from Crystal, DCYF finally starts looking into the situation properly. They learn that Harmony, who should be 7 years old at this point, hasn't been going to school. When they check the address on Guildford Street, where Harmony was listed as living, they discover the house is completely empty. For weeks, they can't even find her father, Adam. Then, on New Year's Eve of 2021, authorities finally locate him inside a parked car with his new girlfriend, Kelsey Small. I've got 2 people here, both asleep. I'm approaching them now.
I'm both asleep. We can make contact right now. Show me your hands. Adam, you have anything on you?
No.
All right, come right over here.
What's wrong?
I'm just going to pat you down, make sure you don't have any weapons. Put your hands on top of your head, okay? On top of your head.
What's going on, though?
You sure you don't have anything on you?
Yeah, I don't have nothing on me.
Crazy. I haven't seen you in a long, long time.
Okay, what's going on?
You got a couple detectives that are coming down to talk to you.
Okay. For what?
What's that?
For what?
It's like people are wondering where Harmony is.
7 years earlier, on June 7, 2014, Harmony was born. Within only a few months, she was placed into foster care because there were documented concerns about her mother, Crystal, who was struggling with substance abuse at the time. Harmony stayed in foster care for several years. In early 2018, Crystal permanently lost her parental rights. About a year later, Adam was granted full custody of Harmony. After this decision, Harmony moved to Manchester, New Hampshire, to begin a new chapter in her life. She started living with her father, his wife Kayla, and her 2 younger half-brothers. But this new life was far from stable. Family members noticed Harmony with a black eye, which led child welfare officials to get involved. When they checked the home, they found troubling conditions: reports of drug use, no electricity, and overall poor living standards. Even though several red flags were mentioned during that visit, the caseworker closed the report a month later and labeled it unfounded. And now, 2 years after that, no one knows where Harmony is.
I'm not talking to the police about nothing. Am I under arrest?
Right now you're being detained, yes. Not under arrest, but you're being detained.
Okay.
Any particular reason you don't want to talk to them?
I don't talk to the police.
Hey man, what's going on?
What?
How are you?
Am I under arrest?
No, you're not, man. You don't have any warrants, sir.
All right, I got nothing to say.
Adam, right? Montgomery?
Yeah.
Do you remember me from the Elliott Hospital from a while back, man?
Yeah, I got nothing to say.
Right. So, hey, man, the only thing we're trying to figure out is where Harmony is, okay?
Okay.
So, the concern is that you guys are the same, right? Okay. You're not in trouble. Nobody said you're losing your daughter, okay? So I want to make that clear. Okay. Where's your daughter so we can check on her and make sure that she's okay?
Right now, I have nothing to say to you guys.
But that's not what I'm just asking
Okay,
where she is.
I have nothing to say.
So you don't care if your daughter's okay or not?
I do. Listen, I have nothing to say.
Is your daughter
If I'm under arrest, you guys can arrest me.
I'm not saying you're under arrest.
Okay, I have nothing to say then.
You just don't care how your daughter.
I do. Obviously, I do. My kid.
Yeah.
About all my kids. Yeah, but other than that, I have nothing.
I remember you talking to me about it at the Elliott because when you were up there, you don't remember me, John.
Yeah, I do remember.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay. So I was there to help you out then.
I know.
I want to make sure you're doing okay.
I know you do. I know you will.
And I have a job to do. Like I said, you're not in any trouble. I'm telling you right now, you're not in any trouble.
Okay.
I care about how your kids are doing, okay? My job is to check on kids, all right?
John, I appreciate that. I told you. I remember you from up there. I don't have nothing else to say.
So why are you so hesitant to tell me where she is? Are you worried about her mom and like what she's trying to do?
And I'm just not going to say anything else. Last time I said anything to the police, he came back, tried to shot me. I'm not saying nothing else.
But here's the thing: you have custody of her, right?
Yeah.
Right. So what would you be doing wrong if you have custody of her and she's in a safe place? You know what I mean? So you didn't do anything wrong. If you're telling me that she's in your custody, there's paperwork that says she's supposed to be in your custody, right? She's not supposed to be in mom's custody, right?
Can't be in mom's custody.
She's not in mom's custody. And she's not accusing you of doing anything wrong, but she's worried about her daughter. So how you guys work that out in court is up to you guys. But like I said, you have custody of her. You didn't do anything wrong because you have custody of her. So I just need to know that she's okay. If she's okay, I can say, hey, DCYF, she's fine. Like, we know where she is. We check on her. Cool. Like, that's the end of it. And I don't have to bother you anymore. You and your girl can go on your way as long as I know where she is and she's safe. That's all I really care about.
I have nothing else to say, John. Like that.
Can you assure me that your daughter's okay?
Yeah.
Do you know where she is?
Yeah.
Okay. Is she with family? Can you just answer me?
I'm done answering the question. If you want to arrest me, arrest me. Adam, John, come on. Adam, I got nothing else to say.
I'm not trying to arrest you, though. Did I tell you I was trying to arrest you?
No, you didn't. But if you're trying to, all right. But I have nothing else to say. So if you're gonna arrest me after that, then arrest me.
I'm not, man. I'm just trying to check on your kid. That's all I'm trying to do.
All right.
If you tell me she's with family or she's with like my mom, my dad, she's down in Florida, like all I need to know is that, and you're on your way, man. I just need to know she's okay. I'm not saying I'm going to take her and bring her to your ex. I'm not saying that. I just want to make sure she's okay. I promise you that.
I know. All right. Well,
like, I will shake your hand and tell you that, man to man, that is what I'm trying to do, is make sure your daughter's okay. I know your other kids are okay because I was over talking to Kayla.
yeah, I know.
And your kids are okay, man.
I know they are.
They're running around like wild animals, but they're okay. But like Harmony, I don't know where she is. Mom's concerned. DCYF is concerned. If you can get DCYF your back, wouldn't you want to do that? Like, do you want DCYF trying to track you down?
I mean, I'll deal with DCYF, man. Like, I don't.
But they're gonna ask you the same thing. Do you want to keep dealing with them?
Whatever.
I know you want to go, but I just want to figure out where your daughter is. Why is that such a hard thing for you?
All right, so can we? If we're going, we're going. Like, if not, I have nothing else to say. Then.
And you say you're under arrest, man.
All right, so I have nothing else to say.
So you don't want to tell us where your daughter's at?
I have nothing else to say, John. That's it.
It's a yes or no thing. You don't want to tell us where your daughter's at?
I have nothing else to say, John. If I'm under arrest, I'm under arrest. But God, I'd like to go.
But just from our perspective, my man, it just seems a little strange that you don't want to tell us where she is.
All right, I got nothing else to say to you guys, so man.
Don't
Is she
you?
hurt?
No.
Okay. So she's alive.
What?
Your daughter's alive?
Yeah,
You're sure?
I'm positive.
You're like, swear on your life.
I swear on my life.
When's the last time you saw her alive? You know that she's fine. Like, you can assure me that she's alive.
I know she's fine. All right, look, I have nothing else to say, guys. I really don't. I have nothing else to say to you guys.
But you can tell me, like, that. You can look me right in the eye and tell me that she's alive.
She's alive.
You know for a fact.
I have nothing else to say.
Okay. And when's the last time you saw her alive?
All right, I have nothing else to say.
But Adam, with that question, you see where our concern is at. You get what I'm saying?
Of course.
If nobody has seen her in like 2 years, they're saying, like, alive. Like, I talked to your family. Nobody's even seen her either. Your family. I know they're all down in Florida. They're concerned too, man. Like, I talked to like your brother, talked to your uncle, grandma. We talked to a lot of people, man. I'm not just around with this. Like,
all right.
So like, you understand, like, people stopped you, like they had us come out from the office, like,
All right.
like I need to know that you saw your daughter alive recently. Did you see her? Have you seen her last time?
Recently.
Why not? You're her dad. You love your kids, right?
Yeah.
So why didn't you see your kid?
I haven't been around here, man. I've been in Maine.
In October 2019, police made their last confirmed observation of Harmony during a visit with the family at a home in Manchester. 1 month later, in November 2019, the Montgomery family was evicted. At that time, Harmony was only 5 years old, and after losing their home, the entire family began living inside their car. A few months later, in January 2020, Child Services visited the family again, for what would become the final time. But when they arrived at Adam's small apartment, there was no trace of Harmony anywhere. Adam claimed he had taken Harmony to Crystal's home and that she was now living with her mother. When Child Services tried calling Crystal to verify this, she did not answer. For the next 2 years, Harmony's situation kept dragging on, and Child Services still failed to take proper action. Now, after almost 20 minutes of back and forth questions with the officers, Adam finally reveals where he says his daughter should be.
So she's supposed to be with Crystal.
Yeah.
So if she's supposed to be with Crystal, where? Help me out. If Crystal screwed up, I need to know that.
I don't know. I can't say nothing else. I have no idea. And you guys, the way you guys rolled up here on me, no, I don't.
Dude, you have a past, okay?
Okay.
And like I'm not judging you because I've met you before.
But I've been out of trouble
people,
for years.
Right, but other people don't know that.
Okay.
Like I told you, man, I didn't know you. You know, I've never met you before.
All right, look, John, I got something else to say, man.
But if she's supposed to be with Crystal, I need some ideas of like what Crystal did to your daughter. You're telling me that you didn't. You're telling me she's fine, right? That's what you told me.
Yep.
Okay. You said that you've seen her somewhat recently. I guess. You know that she's not dead.
I got nothing else to say, man. Are we going? Am I under arrest?
Dude, how many times are you gonna ask me that?
Well, come on, John, because I want to go talk to Crystal.
I did talk to her.
Go talk to her again.
You know what I mean? Like, dude, if somebody said I haven't seen a kid in 2 years, would you understand why I would be concerned?
Of course I would. Absolutely, I would.
Are you?
But
You know what I mean?
after that, I don't know what to say after that though.
But if you know she's alive and you've seen her recently, or like sometime recently, like maybe not like in the last month or two, like, dude, I just want to know that she's okay, man. Because like I didn't sleep at all last night knowing that like I could have a kid that's like dead.
Go talk to Crystal.
Why would Crystal know where she's at and not tell me that? Why would she blame you, or not blame you, but like say you're supposed to have that? Why would she say that? To me, it just doesn't make sense.
I don't know.
Like,
I know. I lost my house a few year ago.
Which house?
On Guilford Street.
Okay.
All right.
Adam says that about 2 years earlier, around Thanksgiving when he lost the house, Crystal supposedly came over and took Harmony with her. At that time he was homeless and claims he just wanted Harmony to have somewhere stable to stay. Since then, he says Harmony has been living with his ex, and that he hasn't heard from either of them. But detectives quickly notice a problem in his story. Only a few minutes earlier, Adam was completely certain that Harmony was safe and alive.
But you said since then you've seen her.
No. We spoke to her.
Which one? Crystal or Harmony?
Either one of them.
But you just told me earlier that you know she's alive and that you've seen her. And
Okay, well, I'm just well, I'm assuming, man. Like I'm assuming. Like it was 2 years ago, man, that I seen her.
why didn't you just tell me that? If you have nothing to do with this, why didn't you just tell me that?
Because the way you guys are asking me questions, man,
Dude,
I don't want.
I'm not. You've met me before.
I know.
I helped you out that time.
I know you did.
I'm not being a to you right now.
You're not.
I'm just trying to help out your family.
I know.
Because I have your family worried. I have her family worried.
I know.
So, like, if you know where the kid is, that's all I need to know. I just want to put eyes on her. You, Crystal, nobody's in trouble. All I care about is putting eyes on your daughter to make sure she's okay. And I'll even call you afterwards and let you know that she's fine.
All right. Well, I have nothing else to say to her.
So you haven't seen your daughter in 2 years, you
No.
said? That's not concerning to you.
It is, but I mean, at the time, I had no way to get a hold of. I had no way to get a hold of Crystal. She changed her phone number. She blocked me on Facebook.
That's why we're upset. And I feel like you should be upset about that too if you haven't seen it.
Listen,
Are you not?
I am. But what am I supposed to do?
Care?
I care. I care about my kids, but what am I supposed to do?
I don't know. Like, help us think of where she might be. Don't you want to know where she is just as much as I want to know where she's is? Like, you should care more than I should.
I do.
It's your kid.
It's my kid. I know.
Right. So that's why I'm like, dude, you're not really showing that you care too much, or you just know something you just don't want to tell me.
No, it's not that. It's just
dude, if my kid was missing 2 years, like, I'd be the first one to start kicking doors down. And I think if you knew somebody hurt your kid, you'd be ripping their head off.
Right. That's why I'm saying, like, up until right now, I had no idea she was missing. So that's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, it just doesn't make sense to anybody. Like, my mind is exploding.
So far, officers have found no new information about where Harmony might be. Adam keeps blaming Crystal, and Crystal keeps blaming Adam, making both of them look suspicious. At this point, the case is officially treated as a missing child investigation. As far as investigators can tell, neither Adam nor Crystal has seen Harmony for over 2 years. After questioning Adam, the police reach out to his wife Kayla, although the two were already separated by then. Kayla tells them the last time she saw Harmony was around November 2019. She says Adam was driving her to work and Harmony was in the back seat. Adam told her he planned to take Harmony to Crystal right after dropping Kayla off. Later that same day, Adam came home and told Kayla that Harmony would now be staying with Crystal, but Crystal told police she kept messaging Kayla, asking where Harmony was. Messages Kayla never responded to. It struck investigators as odd that Kayla didn't question anything, assuming Harmony was safely with Crystal, only because Adam said so. To the police, this only makes the situation more alarming. After this first welfare check, officers find Adam again, this time armed with several warrants.
So that's paperwork that's saying you gotta give up custody of your kid? Harmony. No, just being served it. So you're gonna have to produce where all that, where your daughter's at. We're gonna be taking your phone.
it's not my phone.
Okay, but it's ours now. So, you know how to get a hold of me if you decide you want to come down and have a conversation with me. But I think you need to do the right thing and kind of have more of a conversation with me. So we're gonna figure this out one way or another. It's not going away. It's gonna get really big real quick, and it's not gonna be good if you get on the wrong side of it. You know what I mean? So we've gone down this road before.
Yep.
You know how to get a hold of me, all right? You're free to go.
With Harmony still missing and almost 2 years gone since anyone last saw her alive, the authorities decide they need the public's help. They go to the media, and very quickly Harmony's case becomes a major story across the country. News clips start rolling in. A 7-year-old girl from New Hampshire has been missing since October 2019. But Manchester police only learned about her disappearance a few days ago. The community refuses to give up hope of finding Harmony. Her mother, Crystal, says the public support is the only thing giving her strength. Reporters describe the situation as heartbreaking. The loss of any child is tragic, a 7-year-old girl missing for 2 years. People remind viewers she's not just a case file, she's a daughter, a sister, and somewhere out there she might still be alive. Police admit that the 2-year delay in reporting her missing is extremely troubling. As soon as the Manchester Police Department found out about Harmony, they say her case was made the top priority for the juvenile division. 4 days later, on January 4, 2022, officers arrest Adam Montgomery and bring him to the station for more questioning. He isn't being held on murder charges yet. Instead, they arrest him for an old 2019 assault case that should have been dealt with years earlier. The charges include second-degree assault, interference with custody, and endangering the welfare of a child. Just like during his earlier contact with police, Adam is mostly uncooperative. Detectives sit down with him in the interview room. One of them reads him his rights, explains the date and time, and asks if he's okay. Adam answers that he isn't. The detective says someone will ask him some basic questions, confirms he can read and write English, and then tries to move into the serious part. Let's talk about why we're here. Tell me what you want to say. Tell me what you know. Adam's answer is short. He claims he doesn't know anything. The detective reminds him about their earlier conversation and that Adam himself had said he had questions for them. Adam brushes it off, acting as if there's nothing more to say. The investigator pushes gently, reminding him that their last talk was only a few days ago. Then the detective shifts the focus to the community. He tells Adam that a lot of people are worried and scared. He says he knows Adam is concerned about his daughter's safety and tells him he wants to get ahead of the situation so Adam doesn't end up being seen as a monster. Adam responds angrily, saying that's exactly what the police are trying to do, paint him as a monster. He complains that the way they arrested him doesn't match just a second-degree assault charge. He points out that no one usually uses flashbangs or rams a car into a guardrail for something like that. The detective reminds him of the formal charges: second-degree assault, endangering the welfare of a child, and interference with custody. Adam asks how he supposedly interfered with custody. The detective refers to the paperwork they served him in the alley days earlier and explains that Adam was supposed to follow those orders. They had already discussed that, he says. Adam then questions what exactly the assault charge is about. The detective explains it's about injuries Harmony had while living on Guildford Street. Adam denies knowing anything about those injuries and demands to know what the detective is talking about. The officer clarifies he's referring to marks Harmony had on her face, marks that several people say were caused by Adam. Adam flatly rejects this. He says that's not true and that he has nothing more to say. The detective knows Adam is acting like he has no idea what they're talking about. Adam doesn't seem to realize that his own brother had gone to the police earlier, telling them Adam had admitted to hitting Harmony and giving her a black eye because of her bad behavior. A few days before, police had even announced a reward for information about Harmony's whereabouts. Adam seems completely unaware of that too. He acts strangely calm and distant, showing almost no emotion about his missing daughter. The detective asks if Adam knows there's now a reward of about $40,000 to help find Harmony. He warns Adam that once that kind of money is on the table, people come forward with information. The detective reminds him that he already told Adam this case was going to get bigger and that they wanted to get ahead of it. Adam complains that they are making him look guilty and playing games with him. The detective disagrees and explains that he's just trying to understand what really happened. They go back to the marks on Harmony's face, and the detective tells Adam that multiple people, not just one, have said that he was responsible. Adam tries to downplay it and makes it sound like people are just repeating stories and twisting details. The detective says this isn't just a telephone game and that they have consistent stories from different people that back each other up. He then asks Adam if he remembers Harmony having any marks on her face, the same marks that triggered Child Protective Services to visit his home. Adam claims he doesn't remember any of that. He says he believes DCYF only came because someone, possibly his uncle, told them Adam was using drugs and that the house had no electricity. He insists they actually had a generator running, food in the fridge, and the kids seemed fine. In his version, DCYF came, saw that the children were okay, and left. He grows tired of the questions, saying he doesn't want to talk anymore, and that it feels like they're just circling around. The detective explains that he's trying to find people who can support Adam's version of the story. people who can show he isn't the monster others have described. He mentions that DCYF and some of Adam's relatives have painted a bad picture of him, and this is Adam's chance to speak for himself. Adam responds that he understands, but says he still has nothing else to say, insisting the whole thing feels like a setup. He accuses the officers of pretending to care while secretly trying to destroy him, pointing out that one of them had told his girlfriend to get away from him. He says they don't really know who he is or what his past is like, yet they act as if they do. The detective pushes back and says he truly cares about Harmony and that he cares about all the kids, but especially Harmony. He tells Adam that people from all over the country have been calling and sending in tips because they care too. He reminds Adam that his only goal is to make sure Harmony is safe and that he doesn't want to trap anyone who hasn't done anything wrong. By now, it has been 4 days since the TV news coverage made Harmony's case public. Tips are coming in, but investigators still don't have a solid lead on where she is. Seeing how closed off Adam is, they try a different approach: emotional appeal. One detective tells him directly, "Right now, all I'm trying to do is help your daughter. I want to bring her home. I can't do that without your help." He asks Adam to look at him. He repeats that he can't sleep not knowing if Harmony is okay, and insists that Adam knows something, either where she is or what happened to her. He tells Adam that if he doesn't want the world to see him as a monster, this is his chance to help. The detective says he doesn't believe Adam is a monster, but he can only do so much. He tells Adam he is begging him, saying that he is hurting too, and that the situation must be eating Adam alive. Adam responds bitterly, saying he's stuck in jail away from his wife and kids and feels like the police are just playing games. The detective denies that and asks Adam for a promise, man to man, to tell him whether Harmony is alive. Adam accuses him again of playing word games. The detective explains that people won't stop asking questions and that this investigation is not going to just disappear. He tells Adam to either help now or get run over by the truth later. Adam finally says he has nothing more to say and asks for his lawyer. The interview ends there. For the moment, Adam stays in custody, but not for long. The detectives still haven't charged him directly in connection with Harmony's disappearance. They haven't found her body and don't yet have enough evidence to charge him with homicide. Meanwhile, the reward money keeps increasing. With no strong leads and no physical proof of what happened to Harmony, the reward for information eventually rises to $100,000. Police and the FBI continue their search for Harmony. She was last seen 2 years earlier, but only reported missing 2 weeks ago. Investigators search the last known home where she lived and spend days examining the backyard and surrounding area. Still, they find nothing. Soon, Adam's ex-wife Kayla is also arrested. Although she claimed the last time she saw Harmony alive was around Thanksgiving 2019, she continued to collect food stamps for her, committing welfare fraud by taking benefits for a child who was no longer in her care. Over the following months, authorities continue searching for Harmony and building their case against Adam. In March 2022, Kelsey, Adam's girlfriend who was with him in the car when police first found him, is discovered dead in a hotel room. Her death is quickly ruled not suspicious, believed to be the result of an overdose. 3 months later, investigators find out that Kayla lied about the last day she saw Harmony. She had told officers that Adam dropped her off at work that day and that Harmony was with them in the car. In reality, she had stopped working there a week earlier. Kayla is arrested and charged with perjury for lying under oath about her work schedule. In August 2022, detectives uncover new biological evidence connected to Harmony. After this discovery, the case is officially reclassified as a homicide. Prosecutors announced that Harmony was a sweet, innocent child who deserved to come home to her family. Instead, according to their case, Adam Montgomery killed her by repeatedly punching her in the head in Manchester on or around December 7, 2019. On October 24th, Adam is formally charged with second-degree murder, as well as abuse of a corpse, falsifying evidence, and other related charges. In November of the same year, Kayla pleads guilty to perjury in exchange for testifying against Adam. She is given an 18-month prison sentence. What she will later describe in court reveals the horrifying final hours of 5-year-old Harmony's life. 2 years after the official search for Harmony began on February 8, 2024, Adam's murder trial starts. On the second day, Kayla takes the stand to testify against him. She begins by explaining that on December 7, 2019, the entire family was driving to Burger King. They were in the car together, Adam, Kayla, Harmony, and 2 of Adam's other sons. Kayla explains that she had asked to go to Burger King. Adam was driving. At some point during the trip, Harmony started crying and making a strange noise. She wasn't really speaking, just sobbing and making a moaning sound. Kayla tells the court that Harmony had peed in the car. Harmony struggled with bladder control, and she was probably too scared to ask her father to stop, knowing he would get angry. Adam became furious. As they drove, he began punching his daughter over and over. She says that when they stopped at red lights, Adam leaned back between the driver's seat and the front passenger seat and continued punching Harmony in the head, hitting her again and again. Kayla says she raised her arm and told him to stop, but when Adam looked at her, his expression terrified her. She describes it as crazy eyes, an evil look she had rarely seen from him. She says she was afraid he might hit her too, so she didn't do anything else to intervene. She admits that she didn't even turn around to check on Harmony because she was scared of how it would look and what might happen. After a while, Adam finally stopped hitting Harmony. He told Kayla he thought he had really hurt her this time. Despite saying that, he stayed cold and emotionless. Harmony eventually lost consciousness. Adam covered her with a blanket and kept driving. They still went through with their plan to get food at Burger King. Later, they returned to Colonial Village, a place where they had been staying. Kayla says Harmony was still under the blanket, making that strange sound earlier. But by the time they got back, she wasn't making any noise. Kayla admits she still didn't check on Harmony, again saying she was afraid. Once they parked at Colonial Village, Kayla testifies that she and Adam used drugs and got high, while the kids remained in the car. At this point, Harmony was either already dead or dying under the blanket, while her 2 little brothers were still there in the vehicle. Kayla says she realized Harmony had passed away when Adam tried to wake her and got no response. He then took a duffel bag from the trunk and placed Harmony's body inside it. Both adults were high, and Adam now had to figure out what to do with his daughter's body. Neither of them considered calling 911 or taking Harmony to a hospital. Instead, Adam focused on hiding what had happened. In the months that followed, he tried several ways to conceal the body. Kayla's testimony becomes even more disturbing as she explains what he did next. She says Adam first put the duffel bag in a snowbank near the parking lot so no one would notice it right away. After some time living in their car, they went to stay with Kayla's mother. Adam brought the duffel bag with Harmony's body along with them. At Kayla's mother's building, Adam came up with another plan. There was a cooler in the hallway that residents would walk past on their way in and out of the building. It was on the same floor where her mom lived. Adam put the duffel bag containing Harmony's body inside that cooler. This kept the body cold and helped reduce the smell. For several weeks, the Montgomery family lived there, and every day neighbors walked by that cooler, completely unaware of what was hidden inside. Eventually they moved again, this time to a family shelter. There, Adam hid Harmony's body inside the ceiling vent of the room where they were staying. But now the bag was no longer kept cold, and a horrible smell began to spread through the vents. After a while, another resident complained about the odor and called maintenance. Staff checked the rooms. When they were about to inspect the Montgomerys' room, Adam quickly pulled the bag from the ceiling and moved it into the bathroom. Maintenance workers found nothing and assumed an animal had died in the building. Later, the family moved yet again, this time to a different apartment. Adam placed the bag in a closet. Eventually, he decided he had to get rid of it for good and formed a final plan. Kayla says Adam took Harmony's remains out of the trash and repackaged her into another garbage bag so she would fit more easily. He then told Kayla to bring the bag to his workplace, where he claimed he had put her in a freezer. Finally, on March 3rd, 2020, Adam rented a truck and left with the body. Kayla remembers he left around 1 a.m. and returned about 4 hours later, without the bag. From that moment on, Harmony was gone forever. Kayla never saw the bag or Harmony's body again. It took the state 2 more years after that to even start officially searching for Harmony. After Kayla's testimony, the defense tries to shift blame onto her. They argue she's a liar who only made a deal with prosecutors to protect herself. They remind the court she has already lied under oath before, and suggest there's no reason to believe she isn't lying again now. On February 20th, after hearing all the evidence and arguments, the jury reaches a verdict. Adam Montgomery is found guilty on 5 counts: second-degree murder, second-degree assault, witness tampering, falsifying physical evidence, and abuse of a corpse. Kayla, who pleaded guilty to perjury back in 2022, is granted parole on March 7th. 2 months later, on May 9th, Adam is sentenced to a minimum of 56 years in prison. This sentence is added on top of his older gun-related convictions, making it almost certain that he will never walk free again. In interviews, Crystal, Harmony's mother, talks about her pain. She says Harmony had saved her life, and she had tried to do the same for her daughter, but no one listened. She describes feeling invisible, ignored by the system. She says the only small comfort she can find is telling herself that anything done to Harmony's body after she died was something her daughter could no longer feel. That thought, as small as it is the only thing that gives her even a tiny bit of peace.